Good morning and welcome to my channel. I say good morning because it is 7 a.m. My name is April and I am a part-time reseller primarily on Poshmark, although recently I started selling on eBay and I do make some sales on Mercari as well, but today will be all about Poshmark. I'm a teacher. I'm stuttering over here. I am a teacher and we're off for the summer. I think this is my third week off, and I thought I was going to have all this time to be able to put all this content out, and I've been studying for my real estate exam, so I'll talk a little bit about that as I'm packing today. So this will be a ship with me video. What I sold over the weekend. I did have a lawn sale on Saturday and sold a lot of things that came in some of my ThredUp boxes that we don't have a buy sell trade here. I have one place I can bring commission for commission, but we are in a rural area, so there are not a lot of options. So having a lawn sale seemed to be a great idea. I made $175 about off of mostly 50-cent and $1 items, so I'm not mad about it. And I got rid of it and freed up some space down here in my basement where I am filming. So I am a part-time reseller and a full-time teacher. I teach ELA. I've been teaching for 20 years, so I'll be starting my 21st year in the fall, and I teach junior high kids. So like I've said in other videos, it really does take a special kind of crazy to teach 13-year-olds. So anyway, I sold over the weekend 15 items, and keeping in mind that I really didn't do a lot of listing or anything on Saturday because I was working that garage sale. The total was $345, and after Posh fees, that is $276. My average cost of goods is right around $4, so we take out the 60, and over the weekend I made $216 in profit. So I'm just going to take you through what I sold and talk about, how much I actually did pay for it, where it came from, and how long it really has taken to sell as far as I can remember, because I am not an expert bookkeeper. I do a fairly good job, but I don't keep track of like every single tiny thing. I just rely on my memory, which is not always reliable. So we will start with a bracelet, actually. It's an Alex and Anley Taurus bracelet. I bought this on the online Goodwill site, and I'm just grabbing my baby size paper that I keep here that I cut up. I use this large paper from Amazon to pack, but I cut it into squares of 4 when I pack jewelry. So I got it cut and set aside for smaller items. This sold for, let's see, I printed this off so I would have it, $15. Usually when I buy these on Goodwill, I try not to spend more than $3 per item. Some of these bracelets sell well, and I just find that they're a great, consistent seller. I actually am getting really low on my Alex and Anley bracelets, so I went online to look to see if I can get some more. The Zodiac ones are good. That seems to be popular right now. I have sold some of these bracelets for as much as $40, just depending. So I just package it, and then I put a little thank you sticker on there. And I know some people don't spend as much time packaging, but I will actually leave that out. I do. I just move some things around to make things smoother. So I put these right in the bubble paper. Excuse me, I just ate a protein bar. And then I just fold it so that it is more protected. I have a little basket that I keep all these things in because I find it just easier. These are so annoying. They stick everywhere. Do not get them stuck in your vacuum cleaner. And then I write on the back of the label, I did buy a, let me just grab my bag that I'm going to do my pickup in. I did buy a thermal printer not too long ago on Amazon. It's the Neflaca, Neflaca printer. I thought that it would jive with my phone, Bluetooth, but it didn't, because clearly I can't read, being an ELA teacher. Anyway, I like it. I use the Rolo paper, and it saves me a bundle in and ink, but I do go through a lot of paper, the sticker paper. So I'm just going to do the other item of jewelry I've got, because I've got the small paper out. I sold these two Stella and Da earrings. I had them listed for $25. Somebody liked 3 pair of these earrings, so I sent them an offer for all 3 pairs. I do send an offer. I try to send an offer for every single item. I don't always get to it, but I try to do that every morning when I wake up while I'm having my coffee. So these were listed for $25. Somebody bundled 3 pair. I sent an offer. I think it was, I usually do offers of 20% off, and oftentimes if it's jewelry and there's a bundle, I will give a shipping discount. And the woman just commented and said that she'd already had one of the pair, but she was interested in the other pair, 2 pair, excuse me. And would I send an updated offer? So I said, of course, go ahead and decline the current offer, because you can't send a new offer until that's declined. And then I sent an offer of $40. So that's 20% off. And I did do a shipping discount. I don't remember what I did for a shipping discount. I don't remember. Anyway, these earrings I got on the online Goodwill site as well. It's where I get a lot of my jewelry. And because we don't live near any kind of Goodwill or any kind of place where I could get things like that. So, and I like Stella and Da. I love jewelry. I love selling jewelry. So she accepted right away, like within minutes. I'm going to use, I'm a little skeptical sometimes about USPS shipping. Since about a month ago, I had a very nice set of jewelry crushed in one of these boxes. And the woman opened a case, and she said that the box was destroyed. So I asked her to put pictures of the box in our case, and Posh actually paid us both, because UPS had destroyed, I mean, obviously the box was super crushed, and I packed it well. So sometimes I'm not 100% sure. Should I send it in the bubbles? Should I send it in the box? I think sometimes the bubbles is better. Bubbles are better. The bubble paper wrap package envelope is better. Okay, so that was that. And I think I paid $5 each for those earrings. That includes the shipping from Goodwill. Okay, so let's go ahead actually and put this jewelry paper away. And I just keep it inside I had a Microsoft little, not an iPad, but, and I don't use it anymore. So I keep the paper in there so it's easy to move back and forth. Okay. This Urban Outfitters bag I got from a ThredUp Fun Box. Those are like $28, and then the shipping is $5.99. And I want to say you get 10 items. So it ends up being like $3.30 an item. I've had pretty good luck with the Fun Boxes. I love them. I struggled finding out when I could get them, because if you've ever tried getting ThredUp Rescues, you know that things aren't open all the time. So I studied when things dropped for about a month, and I kept track of what was dropping at what time. And what I found was that these Fun Boxes, as well as the jewelry box, if you're interested, I have gotten 2 of the jewelry boxes. They tend to drop on Tuesdays, and I start checking around 10 o'clock in the morning if I'm interested in buying them, and they drop between like 10 a.m. Eastern time and 2 p.m. So that's when I find the majority of things are dropping. So I paid around $3.30 for that. I guess that's 28 plus 6 is 34, $3.40. And I sold it for 18. So after Posh fees of 20%, that's like 14. So it wasn't a huge seller, but it was a good one. And right now I am out of the Tyvek bags. I ordered them, but they did not come in. So I am going to need to ship it in something else. And I'm not really 100% sure what it will fit best in. I don't know if it'll fit in one of my, it's not going to. So I should have ordered, I think maybe I'll just ship it in this large bubble paper if it will go. I should have ordered sooner, I guess. I do know USPS, it's not going to fit in there. Dang. Is good about, maybe I'll just put it in one of these small boxes. they're good about getting me supplies. I love my USPS people, my mail people. They are amazing. And they get me things very quickly. I ordered the bubble paper as well, and they got those to me already, but I think it's just supply and demand, I guess. I'm very grateful that the supplies are free. That makes a big difference in my opinion. I don't know about you. So I'll just put it in one of the small boxes. I keep all of these boxes stocked. Let me just turn this so you can see right down here. This is a new area in my basement. My fiance, I've already had one marriage, and I don't like saying fiance, but we just haven't gotten married because he also has had a marriage, and we've been together 7 years. We have 5 kids together, and we just don't, I don't know. I just don't feel like after doing it once, being in that previous relationship I was in for 10 years with 2 children, I just don't see, for me anyway, the necessity of getting married. Although I find the word fiance, I feel like fiance. I feel hoity-toity. I don't know if that's a word you've ever heard, but anyway, he saw that I was making pretty good money from Poshmark, so he came down to our basement and he moved things all around, which was awesome. So if you have somebody who's helping you with your, supporting you, helping you with your side gig, that is amazing, and it makes it so much easier. All right, so a Victoria's Secret tankini. It's like a paisley pattern with this belted bottom that has the matching pattern to the top. This was a medium. Oh no, yeah, this was a medium bottom and a large top. I've had this listed for probably about 6 weeks. I should have told you that Urban Outfitters Fitters bag I had listed about probably, I would say 2 weeks, maybe 3, and it had a ton of likes, a ton. And it did have a little bit of wear to the corner, the backs, the corners where the hook the straps attached to the bottom, and it sold for 18. I had it listed for 25. So, and then what else have I packaged? Those Stella and Dot earrings sold within weeks, like maybe a week. And the Alex and Andy, I don't know how long I've had that listed, a while. So this has been listed about 6 weeks. I had it listed for 35, and the woman sent me an offer for 20. Normally I don't go back and forth over $5 because I wanted to make at least 25, but in this case I definitely did go back for the $5 because I did feel like it should sell for 25, and it did. So I was happy about that. I paid $5 for this at a thrift store in a neighboring town about 40 minutes away, and it sold for 25, so I made about $15. So my wait, what's going on here? My model, this is not coming off. Oh boy. Oh boy. I might have to print another. Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, actually, I'm wondering if I could have just taped that on. That just ripped. It was the last one in a pile of paper for my printer, so I had to refill it, and thank goodness my Amazon team order came in. Anyway, it's a local neighboring town. So I don't remember what I was saying, but there you go. Sperry boat scarf. It's a blanket scarf. It's got like little anchors on it. I bought a bunch of these from a woman on Facebook, in a Facebook group called Quarantine Thrift Buy and Sell. You will see me or hear me talking about this quite a bit. She was selling them in groups. This was late summer, maybe August. And I really wanted to purchase them because she had fall colors, but she couldn't guarantee what you would get. I bought 50 of them from her. I didn't get very many fall colors at all. I don't think I even started selling these until the spring. I paid $1 a piece, but I had to pay shipping, so they ended up being like $1.40 a piece. And I have not been selling them very high, so this sold for $15. So I'm making like $10 off each of them, which I'm not mad about. Oh, I was talking about my business model before. So I like to make about $15 profit on each sale. That's always my goal. So it means selling for $25. If my cost of goods is $4 and I sell for $25, I make $20. So that gives me $16 after cost of goods and Posh fees. So that's what I like to do. That doesn't always work. I will buy things, or if I get things in a threaded box that I know I can sell for like $17, I will. And sometimes people will come through and buy things outright. So this next item I was pretty psyched about. It sold this morning at 1 a.m. I woke up to this sale. These are from 2007. They're these Nike size 10, and they have like this split toe. They're called the Rift sneaker, and these are really in awesome condition. I got these from a Jomar box. So my thoughts on Jomar. I have purchased multiple boxes from Jomar, so I will tell you what I've purchased. I've purchased the Show Me Your Moo dresses, and quite frankly, most of them I haven't even listed because they were such a jumbled mess, and so badly in need of, what's the word? Ironing. I do have a steamer though. The steaming that I have listed, like 5 of them. Honestly, I would not do that again. Just saying. That market is pretty saturated, and I have sold, I think I sold 2 of them. One right away. I purchased Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle. That was just meh. So. I mean, I'm gonna make my money back, but it's, in my opinion, it's not worth the work. And I purchased just a regular like women's mixed. I don't know what it was called. They have so many weird names. And that was also just so. And then I have purchased 4 of the shoe boxes, and of everything, I would buy the shoe boxes again. So these sneakers, I think the shoes ended up being like $4 a piece. These sneakers sold for $65, my full out asking price. So that was a really great sale, and it makes up for like the smaller sales that I had, or the shoes that I had to literally just not even list, although I do try to list most everything. But I definitely do like the Jomar boxes for shoes. So there's that. Speaking of Jomar boxes, this is one of the boxes, this item right here. So this is vintage Havana, this little blouse. It's a pretty blouse. The vintage Havana line, I believe, is a boutique brand. And my cost of goods for clothing ran about, I should probably tell you how long I had those sneakers listed, for about a week. And they did get quite a bit of interest. So this I have had listed for about 2 or 3 months. And the cost of goods was about $6. The best item that I got in the box that came with this was a Hatch, which is a maternity brand, a Hatch Pontiac dress that did sell for like maybe $60. Hatch is a great brand. That's the only time I've ever had Hatch. So this sold for, it was an offer. I had this listed for $25 and somebody offered $15, and I just took it because honestly, I just don't know that I would be able to sell it. Comps weren't great. I don't know. I was disappointed, honestly. I was really hopeful for some nice stuff, and just didn't happen. But I guess you have to always try things. Some people have really great luck with Jomar. I just am skeptical of trying anything else. So this halogen medium geometric print really reminds me of the 80s when I grew up. This came in a thread up 200-pound mixed rescue boxes. And I have purchased a 200-pound mixed rescue 3 times now. My first time was okay. I had a lot, this was in January of this year. I had a lot of career wear, which actually just started selling well. I kept really close track of every item in that box, and I've already doubled my money easily, and I have about 100 items left from it. This, my second rescue 200-pound was fabulous. I did not do a video of it, of the first or the second, because I wasn't doing videos at that time. And this last one was, it was better than the first, but not as good as the second. So it was kind of in between. I did make videos of this box. I have not posted them because the last video, I did 4 videos for 4 boxes. You get 4 50-pound boxes. The reason I bought it, why do I say so much? Come on, get with it. The reason that I'd purchased these boxes was Soul Inspired Seller Nicole Wills had reached out to me on Instagram. You can follow her there, Soul Inspired Seller. She's Soul Inspired on Poshmark, and she reached out to me because these boxes were $50 off. So I went ahead and got them. I didn't need any more inventory. As a matter of fact, I have so many things right now that I need to do. I need to not get any more inventory at all. But I did get them because they were $50 off. So 4 boxes ended up being $450. And I mean, it was all right. I had quite a bit of items in my second box. These things that were stained. This one was just, honestly, I was a little disappointed. One of the boxes had 2 extremely heavy wool coats that were worthless. They were just worthless. The comps were, they just weren't worth my time. So I ended up selling one of them in my garage sale this weekend for $1. Just get rid of it. And yeah. So I had that blouse probably listed for about 2 weeks, and it sold for $13. My average cost of goods for that was $2.47. This blouse was also in that, this Violet and Claire blouse. It is new with tags. It's a small, and I listed it because it is still summer. I think career wear is doing better now that COVID is kind of, well, although I don't know, it looks like it's on the incline now with the new variants, but more people are back to work. So this sold on an offer. The other one sold on an offer as well for $18. I think I had this one listed for $25 and the other one I had listed for $20. I really don't like having a lot of stuff in my closet less than $20 unless I got it free. And then I will list some things for less than $20. Or if I got it in, when I buy Goodwill jewelry, sometimes a lot of items come with a lot that I then sell for $3 for $15 because it's not why I bought the lot of jewelry, but it is still good. And jewelry is so easy to photograph, so I still list it. All right, so that was that one. That one sold also. I listed those 2 blouses about the same time. So I had that on for, those papers are so annoying, these little things. They just, I mean, it's like magic. They stick to everything. Ugh. Okay. Right, so my next item also came from a Jomar box. This was, I don't know, that, I think this was the mixed women. It's a pair of Zara skinny, it's got some good stretch, size 2 pants. Zara does okay for me. It's kind of a bread, I think it's a bread and butter brand. It's great as far as if you get a certain print. The Zara Woman collection, I think, does better. I will pick it up if I see it and it is reasonably priced in my local community thrift stores, mostly church thrift stores. I don't see it a lot though. These sold for $20. I had them listed for $25. Somebody offered me $20. Oh, actually, yeah, somebody offered me $20 and I accepted. So those cost $6. I was honestly just kind of happy to get rid of them. It's a small size. There wasn't anything super special about them. They had a little bit of distressing along the pockets, but not really anything that set it apart. These Roxy flip-flops came in a thread up shoe box rescue, and I think that I paid, this was, okay, so thread up shoes were 90 for the 15 pair. Then they were 100 for 15 pair, and then they went down to 80, and I think I got these when they were 80, so it would end up being like, I don't know, $80, no shipping, divided by 15. What is that math, people? I can't do it right now. I can't do it. No. Oh, usually they're around $5, I think, or $6. This would be between 5 and 6, I think. I had these listed for 20. The only reason I did list them, they were 7.5, but I listed them because they were in really good condition, like very little wear. Nothing on the toe where a lot of times you'll see there's wear because people scuff. I had them listed for 20. I had a lot of interest in them, believe it or not. I do find that Roxy sells at lower prices. I got an offer for 15 and I was like, I will take that. So I usually send shoes in a box, but these I'm going to send in a bubble mailer just because they're flip-flops, and I think that's okay. Okay. I can't wait to get my other Tyvek papers in so that I don't have to deal with all this sticking to me. I had those listed for probably about a month. So this next item I'm going to show you I've had listed, and I just relisted it, but it's been listed in total for a year. It is new with tags. It is an Urban Outfitters brand, Sparkle and Fade. It's a large. It's super cute. Color block dress. I bought this at a garage sale. I think I paid maybe $3 for it. I picked it up because it was a large. It's got a little tiny baby thread pull. Just gonna snip that. And I thought that it would sell pretty quickly, and it just didn't. And I was very surprised about it because I thought it was adorable. So recently, I would say probably 2 months ago, I started using Seller Insight, which I love and highly recommend. I'm just gonna try to make it a little smaller so that it fits in those small bubble mailers because I don't have the Tyvek. And it allows you to easily relist items over 60 days. So if you aren't aware, you can relist anything over 60 days, and it does put it in the just in and puts fresh eyes on your items. So when I first got Seller Insight, I had like 700 items to relist that were over 60 days. And right now I have 150. I try to keep it under 200 and just relist every single day. I relist every single day. And it tells you how many items you've relisted. And when you sell, it tells you how many days it was relisted, which I think is great. So I sold that for, I don't think I told you, 22, and that was an offer somebody sent to me. I think I had it listed for 27, and I definitely would have be happy to take 22. That's actually what I would have sent for an offer. So these next items, this 2 Patagonia bras. I got these at my local Salvation Army. I thought that they would sell so quickly. Boy, was I wrong. One of them is like new, literally. I don't think it was ever worn. These are extra small. And yeah, these have been listed for probably like 3 months, 4 months. And I started them in the 40s, and that, I don't know what I was thinking because I didn't even get a lot of interest. But I thought 2 bras, 2 Patagonia, you know, Patagucci. No. So I think I paid $4 for the 2 of these. I can't remember though. Like I said, it was probably about 3 months ago I listed them. and they sold on an offer, and this is very sad to me. I had them listed for like 35, I think. Somebody offered me 15, and I was like, no. So I countered 25, and they countered 19, and then I countered, I think, 25 again, and they countered 19 again, and I was just like, okay, fine. I'm not going to argue about it. So I did let them go for 19, and I'm just going to consider it a lesson learned. I think probably because they were small, such a small size, and I don't know, maybe just Patagonia bras aren't a thing. But those are going off to California. Okay. The next item sold within hours of listing it. I got this in that last thread up 200-pound haul I was just telling you about. I listed it yesterday, and it sold literally within 2 hours. I had it listed for 45, and I got an offer, I think, for 25, and I countered 35, and they countered 30, I think is what happened, and I accepted it. So the average cost of goods was $2.40. This is a Free People Movement top. I'm really sad that I don't have this tie-back bag, because this is definitely not going to fit in that small bubble wrap. So this is going to go into a box also, which I would not normally send a hoodie in. I would send it in the tie-back bag, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm very happy about this sale. I love Google Lens. I found a stock photo right away for it. I did yesterday take some pictures, and I started modeling some things myself. I picked up some vintage sweaters, and I did list them. I thought they came out okay. I wasn't ecstatic about it, but I really love modeling things myself. I don't know why, but I just don't. Anybody else out there the same way? I also tried for the first time not putting in measurements. I always list my items with measurements, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do a little experiment and see how this goes. So I know some people don't. I have about 1436, I think, as of this morning, items listed, and my goal is this week to get to 1500. So I should tell you a little bit about what I was talking about at the beginning of this, in that I was taking my real estate course. Oops, I better put the label on that. It's not gonna go anywhere, is it? And I was supposed to take my real estate test today. So long story short, I guess, I'm super, I like to do a lot of things. I like to stay busy. I grew up super, super poor, and I actually wrote a book not too long about it, because there was a lot of trauma in my upbringing, and I wanted to, this was in 2013, I had a student who had committed suicide, and a former student, he was in high school at the time, and I just felt like, I don't know, maybe my story could help some of these kids. So I published a book, and I think what really pushed me to publish it was I had cancer the same year, in 2014 when I published it. And I just wanted people to know that, you know, you're not alone, that a lot of us are going through things. And so anyway, after I published it, I still wanted to do more, so I used the profit from the sale of the book to start an organization, a nonprofit, working with students. And it grew very big, and I was very proud of it. And I felt like we were making a difference, but I was emotionally exhausted. And so just this recently, we had a board. It was a 501c3. It was an official nonprofit. We decided to dissolve, because honestly, we have 5 kids. My oldest is a senior this year, and I feel like with COVID, I just learned, I need to take care of myself. And I was not able to take care of myself because I was so busy taking care of all of these other people. I know I was doing Poshmark also. That was my last item. I should probably tell you what it was, because I didn't even show you. I'm so sorry. It was a torrid blouse. It had these lips on it. It was a cold shoulder. It was a size 0, which equates to a large. And I had it listed for 25. Somebody in the middle of the night offered me 18, and I just accepted it. So anyway, back to the real estate course. We just dissolved Loop. I call it loop. It was lifted out of poverty. And I was taking this real estate course. I love houses, old houses. I've actually gutted our first house that we owned was an 1878 Victorian with an attached carriage house, and we gutted it and rebuilt it. My stepdad was in construction growing up, so we had a lot of access to learning things like that, and I'm very open to learning. So I was taking this real estate course, and I finished the course in about 2 weeks. It was a lot, and I was studying, very worried about passing the course, and just anxious, not being able to sleep. And Saturday night, I just couldn't sleep. Today's Monday, and I was supposed to take my test this morning, and I just reached out to my sponsoring broker, and I said, I can't do this. I just feel like it's not the right time in my life to do something else. And it was very difficult for me to reach that decision because I'm not that person. Like, I'm not the kind of person who gives up, because I just was raised, we were raised where we had to be scrappy and we had to fight for survival. And in abandoning that, I felt awful, really, about myself. But I had back surgery in 2014, same year I had cancer, and I've had back problems ever since, and I've been having some significant back problems. And I just decided I don't need the money. I do great with Poshmark. I love Poshmark. It's so different. It's on my schedule. My little kids love to help me. It allows us to spend time together. It's fun. My oldest daughter loves to go thrifting with me. My second oldest, she does all the paperwork with me. And I can choose to turn my closet off. I just decided I wasn't going to do it. And I felt that my partner was absolutely okay with it, and I was so scared to tell him. And anyway, so I just decided not to do it. And I think that in life, my gut was telling me not to, and there's been so many times that I haven't listened to my gut, and so I did. And I'm so happy I did, because I felt so relieved last night, Sunday night, and it was the first night that I actually slept good in a couple weeks. So anyway, listen to your gut, listen to your instinct. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe. I have 12 subscribers, actually only 11, because one of those is my fiance. So feel free to subscribe if you like this content, and thank you so much if you stuck with me right to the end, because this was 37 minutes long. So have a great day and happy thrifting. Bye.